Welcome, welcome. It is 7:01. I'm going to go ahead and do my introductions, and hopefully I've got people out there watching me, and then we'll get started in a few minutes, but I'll go ahead and do my introductions. Okie doke. So for those that don't know me, I'm Dawn Duvall. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I live in Fort Myers, Florida. We've been here a little over 2 years, I think, 22, 23, yeah, 2 years. And originally from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and lived in the Villages for the last 10 years prior to moving here. So welcome, everyone. A couple of things. We have free shipping that's taking place on orders over $75. So that runs through tomorrow evening, which is going to end at Mountain Time, you might as well just say 11:55 Mountain Time. So on the East Coast, you still do have a little bit of time, but Mountain Time, it will shut down. So free shipping on all orders of $75 or more. I'm also starting to offer card kits. So if you place an order through my online store using the monthly host code, and of course I did not write that down. It is, if you're on my newsletter, it is listed on there. If you're not on my newsletter, then leave me a comment if you'd like to join, and I will put you in there. But I will post the host code when we get done with the video. I'll go on to the Facebook page and put that information in there. I forgot to do that. Let's see, what else? All right, so we have free shipping that will end tomorrow. And we have new catalogs that will be coming out. We're going to be working with a new stamp. If you're not working with a demonstrator and would like to get a catalog, if you've received one from me in the last 6 months, then you don't need to sign up. But if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like a catalog, just leave me a comment, catalog, and I'll send you the link, and that's a form that you'll fill out. And I'm going to start getting labels typed up and printed, and I'll hopefully tomorrow's Wednesday, I'll get them out in the mail no later than Thursday. So keep that in mind. But if you spend $30 in my online store, I think it's 30, or is it 35? I honestly don't remember, but I'll confirm that. It's either 30 or 35. Isn't that sad? I don't remember. I think it's $35. Anyways, if you spend $35 or more in my online store, then you will receive 2 each of the card kits cards that I'll be making this evening. So you're going to get 4 kits. You'll make 2 of each because we're making 2 cards. If you spend $50 or more, then you'll get the card kits plus a free embellishment. And then I will send that to you at no charge. And let's see, what else do we have going on? Free shipping ends tomorrow. Oh, let's see. Let me think about, I'm going over things that I did in my newsletter. If you're not on my newsletter and you're interested and would like to join, put in the comments newsletter, and then I will get your email address and information. I'll send you, I'll add you to it. So, all right. So let's see. What else do we need to do? I think that's it. Let me think if I have any other, I'm trying to think if I have anything else to go over with you, and I did not make any notes. I was working on cards. I'm trying to get my Christmas cards out, and whoops, I'm shaking my table. That's probably taken me like 2 or 3 days to get those made and send out, because I sent out quite a few. But anyways, all right, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to cover the camera because I've got to switch the camera down, and then I got to flip it around so that you can see my table. All right. And then I'm going to show you, I'll have the card here, and I'll be watching on my iPad to make sure hopefully I don't spill anything over. So, all right, give me just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and cover the camera so you don't, I don't, get y'all funkied out by doing this. And just bear with me. I'm just going to move everything around. I'm going to turn everything around so that I get you going in the right direction. And then I hopefully will have this straight, and I will let you know here in just a moment. All right, let's pull that down. Hey, Karen, I see you there now. I see ya. All right, am I down on the camera? On the, let's see, what am I looking at? Hang on, let me get my camera organized. Bear with me. It's going to take me just a minute. Okay, we don't want all that mess, so give me a minute. Let me just move it up. I'm going to adjust this. Hang on. Just bear with me. I apologize. I apologize for this. I'm trying to untighten it. There we go. I'm going to loosen my camera so I can move it down a little bit. And hang on one second. I'm going to move this ball. All right, let's see if that is straight. Let me tighten this little sucker up. And I think we might be good. Let me tighten this up as well. All right, how does, oh, good. That's not too bad. Not too bad. A little bit. I think we're good. All right, how's the lighting? Is it too bright? I swear, it seems like it's really bright in here. Let me see if I can turn one of these guys down. Hang on a minute. Let's do a little lighting. Ooh, I didn't mean to turn them all off, did I? All right, let's do brightness. That's not too bad. This guy here, he is like really light. Hang on. Let's see how that looks. Let me see. I don't turn him off. Let me turn. Oh, he's getting brighter. All of a sudden, this guy's decided to get brighter. All right, can y'all see that? Is that not that I can read your comments, but hopefully that works. It looks fine on my end. And my hands here, there's about a 20-second delay. And okay, I'm putting my hand here so I can see it. I'm gonna see, yeah, okay. We're good. Hopefully we don't have too many shadows. All right, now this is, you know, we're able, as a demonstrator, you're able to pre-order when we have a new catalog come out. So we have that new catalog. And again, if you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, let me know. Just put catalog and I'll send you the link. If you've received one from me in the past, then you will get one again. And why is my lights flashing? Hang on a minute. They're making some weird things over here. Let me just, whoops. I'm doing everything. I'm hitting all the buttons, right and wrong. It's plugged in, so what's going on here? Here we go. Let me see if I can get my lights on. What is going on? There we go. I think that'll help. Okay, anyways, this is a new set that is coming out in the catalog. I know you can see my light, and I apologize for that. Again, it's about a 20-second delay, so I don't know about that. Let me turn this little guy back here a little bit, see if we can get rid of some of this, because that light drives me crazy. I'm going to move this over. Okay, so we, Umbrella Days, I thought this was really cute, so I am going to create 2 cards using this stamp set, and it's got 7 photopolymer stamps. Really cute, and it has a dog, so you know obviously I have to make the dog, right? So you know we have to do a card with the dog. I'm just trying to figure out which light, if it's coming from this one or if it's coming from this one. I think it's this one. Hang on, let me move this guy over a little bit. It's driving me crazy. There we go, I think I got him. All right, so now we got more shadows, but anyways. All right, so there's 7 photopolymer, and then it comes with 15 dies, and you've got you got a die to cut out the tall lady, and then this young, most call it a young child because we don't know if it's male or female. And then you got a die for the umbrella, so you can cut out the umbrella and cover it with whatever color you want. We have a dog, and we have 2 sets of boots, and then look at this. You'll see this one. This is a doggy raincoat. Then we've got the umbrella arm itself, some flowers, leaves, greenery, grass, and clouds. I think that's it. A bunch of clouds. I didn't use any clouds today, but we may do that in the next go round. So, okay, so let's move this out of the way, and I'm gonna put that over here. And then this is the card that we're gonna be making. And I'm telling you what, the light is about to drive me crazy, but that's okay. I see shadows in here, but that's all right. There we go. Okay, so this is what I made. Isn't this cute? So I've got the dog, and look at his raincoat. Isn't that gorgeous? He's got a little raincoat, and then we cut out the umbrella. I'll show you how we did all of this. And this is on a piece of thick basic white, and I didn't put anything on the inside, but that's the card that we're going to be making. Isn't that cute? I just thought this was the cutest little thing. All right, and for you cat people, Karen, sorry they didn't have a cat in here, but they have a dog. All right, so that's what we're gonna make. I'm gonna put him up to the side right here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that on my screen. For whatever reason, I'm not seeing that part of my table. So we'll move it over just a tad. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna change up the colors. I am using the paper from the Autumn Splendor. I think it's Autumn Splendor, I left my note. This is what that paper looks like. It's the one we came out the fall, and it's got all these reeds of grass and trees and stuff in the background. But when you flip it over, it's got some really nice, beautiful, various color hues of the same color. So I did the same one on the card that I made here. So we're going to be using this color. And again, we're going to be doing a piece of thick basic white. And we're going to go through all the pieces that I've cut out. So the first thing that we need to do is let me score. I've already scored it. Let me fold my card base and let's get that. I did score it, but it doesn't look like I scored it very well. So I want to make sure I stay in the camera. So my apologies. This is new to me about filming with my phone because I'm not used to this. I'm used to using the computer, right? I mean, I use my phone as the camera, but now I'm using it to record and the camera, and that makes it a little bit stranger and difficult for me. And I'm watching it on my iPad with the sound off. So there we go. All right, so we're going to do a piece of thick whisper white, or basic white, I should say, 5.5 by 8.5. Now we're going to bring in the paper cutter because the next layer that we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of balmy blue, and that's cut at 4 by 5.25. So that's going to go on top of that. And then I have this piece of designer paper, and we're going to cut this at 3 3/4 by 5. And let me confirm, I did cut this down. Yeah, it's the other one I cut down. Okay, so this one is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. So we're going to cut it down. So I'm going to bring in the paper trimmer, and we're going to remove off to the right side. So I'm going to put this in at 3 3/4, and we're going to go ahead and cut that off. And then I'm going to turn this and cut this at 5 1/4. And that's going to give us a little strip that, we could cut this in half and put it in our card. I'm not sure if we're going to use it or not. So I'm going to set that off to the side. We are going to use this piece right here. We're going to decorate our envelope. So let me put this over here. Hopefully it doesn't fall off my bed. All right. And then the next things that we need, so we've got our balmy blue, and we're going to attach this to the balmy blue. And, oh, you know what? I cut that wrong. It's got to be at 5. I cut it at 5 1/4. Sorry about that. I'm so used to doing everything at 4 by 5 1/4, right? This is going to be cut 3 3/4 by 5. So now I just have another little strip that will take off. That was my mistake. Sorry about that. All right. So I'm going to build everything on the base here, and then we'll add it to the card base when we get done. All right, so the next thing that we need to do, let's go ahead and adhere this piece to our balmy blue piece of cardstock. And we got glue. All right, so let's go ahead and cover up this fall thing here. All right. And there's some really neat sets in our catalog, and I'm sure you've probably seen people posting. I haven't really had the chance to go through it that much. There's been a lot going on. So, all right, so we're going to put that piece right there. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp our sentiment. No, I'm not going to stamp that yet. I'm going to add some ribbon, and this is retired. This is the boho blue and white, and I thought that would go well. It's easy to tie, and I was just trying to make it easy for me because, I'm sometimes challenged when it comes to tying bows, right? All right, let me move some of this stuff up out of the way a little bit over here. Hang on a minute. Let me move there. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to cut my ribbon. So I want to tie a bow. So, hang on. I got to move my pieces out of the way or I'm going to lose pieces, and then I'll be in a world of you-know-what. Okay, hang on. All right, so in order to determine how much ribbon that you need, if you're going to tie a bow, you want to wrap it. You want to get 4 lengths of the width of your card, or the length, or whichever way you're going to do it, right? So I've got 1, that's 2, 3, and then I'm going to come back. Hang on. That's 1, 2. Let me go back and do my 3 so I can hold it in place. All right. So there is, and it doesn't have to be exact. All right, so now we got 3, and then I'm gonna come back, hold it right here, and come over, and then I've got 4, so I'm gonna cut right about here, okay? All right, so we're gonna add that before I glue that down, and we add all of our pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie this on here, and then we're gonna start coloring. because we got some coloring we need to do. But I want to go ahead and get this done first, and then we can adjust this as we need to. So what I find easier is I'm going to tie the bow, and then I'll slide it where I need it to go. So let me get my hands in the camera so you can see me tying my bow. Not that I'm the greatest bow tyer by any means, but I'm always like full of thumbs, right? What is up with that? Hang on a minute. Let me get the ribbon. And this is that slippy, slidey ribbon. But it's okay. It's retired. So just keep that in mind. You cannot buy this in the store because it's retired. So let me get my little tail pulled through. And then we'll get this tied. There we go. And let me adjust it just a little bit. Get everything in place where it needs to go. And I've got a little tail right here I need to pull down. And I'm holding the knot as I pull the tails, trying to keep it. So if you pull them in, pull them a little bit shorter than what you want. And then when you tighten it, it's going to make your bow bigger. So we're just going to do a little bit of grooming this guy. We're probably going to pull it down a little bit more and a little bit more there just to make sure it's not going to overpower. All right, so there we go. I think that's going to look good. I'm going to trim this off right here, because that's a little bit much. So I'm just gonna go this way. I don't wanna cut too much off. And then let's cut this one. We'll cut that one this way. All right, and then we'll slide this around as we need to. And if you want to slide it, all you need to do is just bend the card just a little bit and we can slide it over just like that. Okay, so there's our bow. All right, now the next thing we need to do is we need to put our pieces together. So what I've done is I've cut out the child with the umbrella. I'm gonna move that up there so you can see. Now we're gonna do some coloring, but we're gonna also do some paper piecing. So there's the doggy. And then we've got all of our little pieces. So let me show you what we're going to do. You're gonna find this. Okay, so let's color before we attach all of these pieces here. I'm gonna go ahead and color the dog. We're gonna make them beige. We're just gonna make it easy. All right, so we're just gonna come in, what color do I have? This is the dark crumb cake. I'm just gonna come in and do a couple of lines. And I really don't need to color his chest because that's gonna be hidden, but that's okay. All right, so that's our dark crumb cake. Then we're gonna come back in with our light crumb cake and color the rest of the dog. So, and of course he's small. I went ahead and cut everything out because I thought it was just gonna be too much, I don't want to say trouble, but considering my space and with the camera situation the way it is, it's hooked up a little bit differently. So I didn't want to create any more confusion than I needed to, if that makes sense. All right, so we're going to color the little puppy dog. We're just going to make it beige. You can color your dog whatever color you want. And this does come as a bundle. And again, if you don't have someone that you're working with, a demonstrator, I'll be more than happy to send you a catalog if you'd like one. And just leave a comment, catalog, okay? All right, so we've got the doggy colored. Then we're going to come in and we're going to color the little person right here. So I am going to color his rain jacket with Daffodil Delight. So we're going to do the dark, and I'm just going to come around in the areas of where the creases are with the dark and just get a little bit, so some highlights around in here. All right, so then we're going to come back with the light, and this is pretty easy. The biggest challenge is when you start cutting. There's a lot of, you got to do some die cutting, and we're going to get those pieces here in just a minute. Well, I went ahead and cut everything, so you don't have to worry about that. And I'm just going to color the raincoat yellow. It can be, because that's typical, right? A typical yellow raincoat. But, and I'm going to do that right there. It's going to be his sleeve, and then I'm going to color his hand. So we're going to make this yellow right there, and got to go right there because that's the other part of his shirt or her shirt. So you don't know, it could be a boy or girl, either way. All right, and then we're going to, let me see. I'm going to color, actually, you know what? Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm not going to color because we're going to cover them, but I am going to color his pants or her pants. So we're going to color them pool party. So we're going to come down here, and I'm just going to make these like pool party. So they're going to be in blue colored pants, and that's what his his or her pants are, okay? And then we need to do their hands. So we got to give it some skin color. And this is the medium light 700 in our neutral type colors. So I'm just going to come in here and color their hands. And we have various colors from really light to dark. So you can make them whichever color that you would like. Okay, we're getting there. All right, now we're going to start piecing our umbrella. So when you cut out that umbrella that I showed you in the die set, let me get this over here so I don't lose that. Oh, and the other thing that I'm using are the deckled circle dies. These are on the last chance list. I just realized that these and the rectangle deckled dies are going to be retiring, it looks like. So if you haven't purchased these, I would highly encourage you to do so. But they are on the last chance list, and that you can go to my website and pull up last chance, and it should bring up all of the items that are in that section. Okay, so when we die cut the umbrella, it cuts everything out. So we have to piece it together, all right? So I'm going to go through here, and we're going to pick out all the little pieces. This looks like a whale thing, doesn't it? I'm going to lay them where they need to go and make it easier for me. And then we'll glue them together. It's like, you know, remember when we used to do paper piecing, when you used to make paper dolls or whatever? All right, and then this piece will go in here. And we kind of see, I stamped it, and then you cut it out, and oops, I got to get it. Wait, which way does it go? Hang on, we got to look and see. That's not, oh, it goes like this, okay? That looks kind of big, doesn't it? Hang on a minute. Let's see. All right, I know this guy goes over here, so let's do this one, and this piece of paper keeps moving. All right, let me get my tweezers. Let me hold this guy right here. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to do this little piece, and then we'll figure out where the next one goes. And we don't need a lot of glue, right? We'll just slide some of that down over here. All right. And I apologize, I can't see your comments, so I will go back and respond to you. I'll do that later. All right, let's see, we get that on there. Let go of this. All right, so we're just gonna, and you can make your umbrella whatever color you want, right? Okay, and then this guy, we know that guy goes. Now this one, he's gonna drive me crazy, isn't he? This one's, oh, this one goes here. I had the other guy in the wrong spot. Wait a minute, hang on a minute. We're gonna figure this, oh yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so this, this guy's gonna go in that left, next to left, pardon me. Pardon me. All right, so let's go ahead and lay him down. That's why I like to lay him in place. Pardon me, give me 1 second. Let me get this laid down and do a little bit of coughing here. Pardon me. Pardon me. I got my water. Oh, my water's holding my stand down. All right, so we're just going to continue going around the umbrella. So this one obviously is going to go like that. It's kind of like a sail, right? It's like a sail to a boat. All right, so we'll put a little bit of adhesive on here. And we're going to glue this one down. We're going to lay it down. So this is where you can paper piece it. And then you can pick whatever color you want. That's kind of fun. All right, so the last piece of the umbrella is, we're going to put some more glue on that. And we're going to lay that down right. I keep moving my piece of paper. I apologize. This is all new to me, guys, for trying to go back. This is the way we started doing Facebook Lives eons ago, right before we got into the streaming. So it's been a while since I've had to do it. I call it the old-fashioned way, and I probably shouldn't say that because there's some people that still do it this way, and they've mastered it. I have not mastered it because I've been using a system. All right, so there's our umbrella. Isn't that cute? So you can just piece it together. Now look at this. All right, we're going to put some booties on these boots here. Look at that. They're going to cover those little suckers right on up. I think I'm going to color them underneath just in case a little bit of white shows. So I'm going to go ahead and color my boots. We're going to just color them. And I'm using the dark. You're not going to see this except for maybe around the edges. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to color it. All right. So now we have, look at these little boots. Aren't they the cutest little thing? Can you see that? Isn't that cute? Cutie patooties. And So we're going to just put a few dots on here and get that on there. And then we're just going to lay the boots right here. And they're going to cover up where I colored, but then you still, in case there's any gaps, it will, you know, where I colored it, it will look fine. All right, so there's that. Isn't that cute as can be? Okay, now the doggy has a raincoat as well. And I made it green because I wanted him, I wanted it to match his owner. Bear with me 1 second. I got to get some glue off my tweezers. All right, so we're going to, I'm going to take this little edge. I'm going to flip this over, and then the doggy is going to have his raincoat. And I'm going to flip it this way because, well, actually, hang on. Let me do it this way. Let me just move my tweezers. There we go. All right, so we're going to put this on the dog, and it's quite simple of how you put it on here because there's his neck, right? And it goes right there. And then it comes down on his legs. Isn't that the cutest thing? Oh my God, it's so cute. Riley has two raincoats. She has one that's teal and then one that's teal, black and white. It's got black and white like plaid on it. Isn't that cute? Now this this dog he got cut off a little bit, but that's okay. No big deal. All right, so the next thing that we have to do, so we got those two guys done, right? Now I've used one of the deckled circles. And we're now going to stamp our raindrops. So let me find my stamp with the raindrops, and we're going to come in with smoky slate. So we're going to do that, and then we'll put this together. Okay, so let me slide the dog and the person over. I'll put these little guys right there, and I'm just going to start on one side and then just work my way over. So I'm going to go off the edge a little bit, and we're just going to start stamping, and we're just going to make our rainbows. And you can kind of place them. You can kind of see where it might go with the way they line up. So it's really actually pretty simple. All right, so we'll get the rain going. Oh, shoot. Do you know what I forgot to bring? Oh, no, I didn't. I've got them. Sorry about that. I'm thinking ahead of game. There we go. So there is our rain coming down on our dog and friend. Let me bring in my scrubber here to clean off my ink. So let's get that cleaned off. This thing, okay, that's nice and squeaky clean. All right, we don't need that anymore, so let's put that over there. All right, now, so we're going to start building our card. So now I want to put my person, I'm going to take and place them right about there, but I want to leave some room because I got to get my dog in here, and then we're going to glue all this down. All right, so I've got to move. Oh wait, my dog doesn't go there. Hold on. I'm lying about that. All right, so we want to put, I want to put this right about here because what I'm going to do is glue this down, and then I'm going to put the doggy goes on this other circle. So we're going to put the dog after I put this on the card, okay? But the dog will go on here, but I'm going to put it underneath the ribbon. So I think right now the only thing I need to do is glue this one down, and I think I've got enough room to do everything else. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm trying to stay within the camera, and again, my apologies. And we're just gonna glue this down flat. We're not gonna pop it up, okay? All right, so let's pop this little guy down. All right. All right, so let's see. We'll put him or her right about there. Let's do it right about there, I think. Okay. All right, so that's that. Now, we're going to go ahead. I probably should have tied my bow afterwards, but that's all right. I'm going to move this over a little bit because, hang on, let me get my bow. There we go. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to have it go right about like that. I may have to move my ribbon again one more time. I'm going to glue this down. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm going to pull my ribbon down. I got a little ahead of myself, but that's all right. We're going to move it down a little bit, and then I'll pull it back up. All right, I'm going to place this because I want to get my sentiment on here, so that's why I don't want to glue this down yet until I stamp my sentiment. And we're going to stamp the storm will end and the sun will shine again. And I'm going to stamp that in basic gray. Okay, so let's do that. So the sun will shine, the storm will end, and the sun will shine. So we're going to ink that up. And I'm going to place that, let me stand up so I can do this. I'm going to place that right about here. Okay, all right, so there's that. Put the gray away. We'll need that in just a minute anyways, but we're gonna get that out of our way. All right, now we can go ahead and glue this down. So now I can place this where I'm not gonna cover up my sign, okay? So let's go ahead and we're gonna lay this down flat. We're not gonna add any dimensions to it. All right, so we're gonna put that right about here. And I think that's good, right about like that. All right, so we got that there. Now we're going to stamp be brave. This is telling the doggy to be brave, right? That's what I'm thinking. Just be brave. So we're going to stamp that on this small, this is the smallest decal. So we're just going to stamp that right there. And I'm going to put that over there. Let me move my ink out of the way again. Okay. All right. Now what we'll do is we're going to come in and we're going to put this one here and I'm going to glue it down and then I'm going to pop the dog up. He is going to get popped up. So I just want to place my circle probably about like that. So let's glue. I'm going to put him right near the boot, but not all the way. So let's go ahead and get some adhesive on this. This is just a really cute set. And this is just one of the smaller, I think it's like the third smallest decal circle. And I'm just gonna lay it right under here. And I'm gonna pull my ribbon back up now that I've got that glued down. So I'm going to, let me shift this over just a little bit, because I want to get that, and then I have another one I want to pop up. So let me get my dimensionals. Hang on. They're in here. And I know I have some baby ones. Oh, here's some minis. I'm going to put some mini ones on the dog. Hold on a second. Let me grab them. Sorry you get to look at my arms. Here we go. They're all kind of, there we go. So I'm going to put, I guess I could have put one. I could put a big one on there, couldn't I? Oh, I don't like that one. Nope. He going in the trash. All right, so let's get the dog here. We'll put one, a large one up. We'll put one on his head. I guess I could probably put another one down here, can't I? Oh yeah, I don't need any baby ones on that. All right, so let's get the doggy, get him attached to the card. So we're gonna put him on top of the ribbon and I'm gonna lay him right across. That's why I wanted to get this in place where I wanted it. And then this one is where we need, no, actually I can use, a big one on here, and let's cut just a smidge off. Let's just do a little one right here. Put that there for now, and then we've got this, and I think I'm done with my ribbon scissors, so let me move those out of the way. All right, so now we've got that and this is Be Brave. And we're gonna pop that. This one, since I've got such a bigger bow, I'm gonna move this one up a little bit so you can see it. So I'm gonna just put it right about here, right near the edge. I think that'll be good. The other one, I have it lower, but because I have the bow bigger, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, now, we're gonna go ahead and attach this. Isn't that cute? We're gonna attach this. Let me get my bone folder out because I need to do a good crease on this because for some reason it just doesn't want to crease. All right, so let's go ahead and attach this, and then I'm gonna add some, I know I've got rhinestones, and we're gonna use that to kind of demonstrate or make believe that it's the raindrops that are kind of dripping down. They're shiny. So we're gonna put this on our thick basic white. Let me get that on there. Okay, make sure it's straight. Hang on a minute, because it's not straight and my card's not folded right. Hang on a minute. You know, that's gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. I'm trying to hold it as tight as I can. All right, that's making the card look crooked. Hang on. You know, usually that stuff doesn't bother me, but for whatever reason, that one is. Okay. All right, so there's that. And now we're going to take our rhinestones. I'm just using the little tiny ones. You know, we never use our rhinestones anymore because we have all the other nice stuff. But I'm just going to put these on here to make it look like, because we have our rain. So I'm just going to try to mimic, it could be like a raindrop coming down, right? So we'll do that. And we're going to put, I'm going to put 2 next to the doggy because he's kind of lonesome. Doesn't have anything written on his little paper. So let's get that done. Hang on. This old guy doesn't want to cooperate, does he? We're going to put him right here. Got his glue. And we'll put, I'm going to put 1 here. And where else? Let's put 1 up because we don't want the umbrella to feel left out. So let's put 1 right on that thing right there. All right, I think that's, and let's just do 1 more. I know we're going to have 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we want to have an odd number. So let's put 1, right there. How's that? All right, now, last but not least, let me move, hang on 1 second, let me move these out of the way. We are going to use that piece that I cut off of the paper right here. We're going to decorate our envelope. And so that's our card. Isn't that pretty? I just love this. I think it's just such a cute set. Let me move this out of the way because it's slipping and sliding. All right, so we're going to go ahead and decorate our envelope. I always use our seal. It's just easier because I know it's gonna grip. So I'm just gonna take our seal and just run a little bit alongside each side in the top of the envelope, and then around right above the flap where it folds. I'll put that back in my tray. And then we're just gonna lay this on here so it fits perfectly because we left it at the 6 inches. And it's just enough to cover that flap. So now we have a nice decorated envelope that we will mail our card in. So let me go ahead and close. And for those that are joining or have just joined, welcome. I'm doing this recording the old-fashioned way, which is directly to Facebook. So I'm not able to see your comments. So forgive me for that. But I will respond to everyone. If whoever makes a comment, I will respond back to you no later than tomorrow morning. So we're going to go ahead and just trim around the envelope, the excess paper that we don't need, and we'll put this away. And this is just another way, you know, we tend to hoard paper, right? So this is just another way that we can use up our paper and not be left with all these excess pieces. So that's a good thing that we need to do. I'm just going to try to move some stuff. So there we go. We have our new umbrella with the umbrella days with our coordinating envelope. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that cute? And then here's the other one that I did. So you can see both if you just joined. And then here's one I did. This is azure afternoon color. And those are those 2 cards. Aren't they cute? Let me move this one over. So there we go. That's the first card. All right. So let's try our second card. This is an easy one. This is a cute card too. All right, hang on. Let me get my stuff in. All right, now this one, we're going to do something. I got black stuff all over my paper here. All right, we're going to do something a little bit different. I am going to need to do some coloring. All right, so this is that card. I'm going to bring this in. All right, now again, I've cut everything out because I didn't want to bring the die cutting machine in here. It'd just be a lot of, just more cumbersome than I need it to be. But look at that. Isn't this cute as can be? And that's using, this is going to be using the tall person, the small person. We've got some grass. We're going to make our sentiment, and we're using a piece of the in color paper. And this one is, I did summer, Summer Splash, and then the one we're going to use is Shy Shamrock, and that's the inside. Of course, we'll put something white on the inside of the card. Isn't that cute? So we get to do some coloring. All right, so I'm going to put that one right there. Hopefully you can see that. All right, so again, we're using Shy Shamrock. Now I went ahead, there's a die in there where we're going to cut out the grass, so that's what I've already done. And I've cut out both of the people, so we won't have to deal with that. We just have to do some coloring, and we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and fold the card base. Let's go ahead and do that part. And this is really, this card will go by, it will be put together pretty quickly. So let's go ahead, let me fold it. Sometimes when you fold your cards, they'll line up. And if it looks like it's off a little bit, just flip it back the other way, and then that will take care of it. And I think that's what we're gonna do on this one. So we're just gonna go ahead and give it a good crease, and then we'll come back and do another good crease. All right, and this is that piece of Shy Shamrock that is cut at 5.5 by 4 1/4. So we're gonna cover the entire card. Now, once we get it on here, we may have some straggly edges. We can just go around with our paper snips like this one might be off just a little bit, and that's okay. So let's go ahead and glue this down, and we'll get this on the card, and then we'll set this off, and this is the back side of that paper. So we'll set this off to the side, and then we'll start getting our sister, brother, mom, child, whatever, however you want to refer to them. We'll get them out, and we'll start getting them colored, and we'll be all good to go. So I'm just going to get this right here, make sure it's flush. Okay. And push down on it. And I can see a little bit of an edge hanging off. So we can take our snips, or you don't even have to worry about it, but we'll take our snips, and we're just going to trim that little hair off right there. Look at that. Pretty easy. And then there's a little bit here that we'll trim as well. And you just want to put your scissors, keep them right next to the cardstock, and just use that as your guide so that you don't cut into your cardstock, and you can cut the designer paper that's hanging over, and you can see it's barely there, but we'll just go ahead and trim it off right like that. Okay, so this part is done. So we're going to put that off to the side. And I do have 2 pieces of 3.5 by 5. So these are 3.5 by 5, and I'll show you what we're going to do with those in just a moment. Now we're going to do some coloring. I've got my grass here, so let's put that right there. And I've got my markers, so let's go ahead and color. Now I am bringing in, let me get all my colors out. This lady here has long hair, so her hair's in a ponytail and it's braided. And I don't need that, and I do need this, so let me grab these. All right, so what I chose to do, let me make sure I get the right colors, because this is Summer Splash. That was the one I used, and this card here is Summer Splash, and we're using Shy Shamrock. Okay, so we have the little child, and then we have, oh, and I need my daffodil. Hold on a minute. Gotta get my daffodil. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and color these guys, and let's start with the lady first. I'm going to do her hair, and this is Pecan Pie. Let me move this out of the way. This is Pecan Pie. I wish I had brought some non-sticky tape so I could hold this paper down, and I didn't, but that's all right. We'll get through it. All right, so I'm going to, her hair's in braids, so I'm just going to go in with the pecan. I'm just going to color her braids of her hair, and she's got a little bit hanging down right there. Okay, all right, and then the next thing we'll do is I am going to color, let me see, what do we have, what color did I color her legs? They look kind of weird, don't they? Let's see what we want colored pants do we want them to have on. What do I have? Oh, I did the skin color. Well, you know they're not going to have skin. Let's just do, let's do beige so that we, looks like that they have, you know what? I'm trying to think of what what color do I want to do? We'll do beige. Actually, we'll do the, I'm thinking, bear with me. Let's do crumb cake. We're going to do the dark crumb cake. And I'm going to color her legs dark crumb cake. So hang on one second. Let me just get in here. And we're going to color. And we're going to go right like that and up that and then down here. All right, so these are her pants. She's going to be wearing brown pants. All right, and all right, that'd be good. And I think I'm going to put him in, actually, we'll put his or hers pants. Let's do that one in, we'll do pool party. And we'll do the dark pool party for this one. So this is going to be their color of their pants right here. Okay, so I'm just coloring the legs. And this is their pants. And that's a pant right there. Okay, this one's got pool party pants on. And that one has brown pants. Okay, and now we're just going to color. So let me move this over here. I'm going to use the Shy Shamrock for her outfit. So I'm going to take the dark. And that's the light. And we're going to take the dark. I'm going to just do a little bit of blending where her jacket and places that are kind of where the creases are. So we'll do that. I'm just going to go through with the dark and just try to make some little highlights with the dark. And we'll come down here and then around this pocket, do a little bit right there. Okay. And then we'll come back with the light Shamrock again. And we'll do some coloring. And then we're going to color the umbrella. Obviously, we're going to color it yellow. So let's go ahead and do some coloring. Can you believe that January, we're almost at the end of the year? Can you believe that? I just am just in awe that this year has gone by so fast. You know, it just seems like we just started. But a lot has taken place, right? Some of us here in Florida have been through 2 hurricanes. And we're experiencing cold weather, which, you know, if you're not from up north, we don't like it. But anyways. So, all right. So this is the light Shy Shamrock. So I'm just coloring her jacket. And I could use the larger tip to color. I think I will. Once I get this out, make it a lot easier. So I can do the large tip and do some swiping, which might make it easier for the coloring aspect. So we'll just kind of make some quick stripes. Make sure we get it all colored. And if there's enough, that'll be fine. If we got a little white in it, that's okay, because that's how the outfits look, right? I'm just going to go over everything and make it look a little bit darker than it is. And we'll just do that one more time over here. Don't want to cover up her hair, though. Just make sure we get up next to it. Make sure. Okay. All right, so there's her outfit. And then we're going to color her umbrella. Oh, I do need this color. Hang on. I need to grab one of these. And I need both of those. Okay. All right. So we're going to color her boot. Oh, I forgot to do her boots. Goodness gracious. We got to do the, let me do some dark. Hang on. Forgot. We're doing everything. Her whole outfit. She's wearing a green outfit. This is dark. So I just want to do a couple of highlighting down here by the shoes. So bear with me just a minute. And we'll do some right there. All right. And then we're going to come back in with the light. And we'll color those. This is the light Shy Shamrock. So we're just making her whole outfit green. She's got the green boots to match her rain slicker. So instead of yellow, she's rocking the green. All right, so we're gonna put that there. Okie dokie. And then I'm gonna come in with my black, and I'm just gonna trim in the sole of her boot. Instead of showing it green, I'm just gonna come in and draw a black line to make it look like that's her boot. Okay? So that's that. All right, moving along. All right, now we're gonna do her umbrella, and we're gonna color that yellow. So I'm gonna come in and do some highlighting with the shadows here. This is the dark, and I'm gonna have a little bit right here. All right, and then I think we'll come around over here, bear with me. And when you're coloring, you might want to just make sure you turn your paper. It makes it a little bit easier. And then we'll do some about down here. Okay. All right, now we'll come back with the light. This is Daffodil Delight. Okay, and we're gonna come in and color. And try to get into the darker color where I can blend it. So I want to try to get into there first before it starts to dry on me. And we're just going to come around, and then I'll just start trying to blend some of that in. All right, and we'll just come around and start doing our little swirlies. Normally I would use the fat tip end, but you find that, I think this is a newer one. A lot of times a lot of times the ends are, we've completely used them to where they don't color. But this one is fairly new, so I can do that, which helps when you're getting into these bigger sections, right? So we'll do that. Okay. All right. And let's see, let's go, this is the light. Yeah, let's try to blend this out a little bit more. That looks a little, all right, so there's her yellow. All right, so she's done. Now we're gonna come in with the child and we're gonna color, we're gonna do their hands. Let me see, we've got the hands. We'll just go ahead and go with our color that we used before. They don't have any gloves on, so we're gonna color the hand right here. All right, and then we are going to color their outfit is going to be Petunia Pop. So we're gonna color their boots and their jacket. So we're gonna come in with the dark, and I should have done, I left hers all the Petunia Pop here. So this is the dark, so I'm just gonna do a little bit there and some of the creases in the jacket and where it's creasing, bring that down. All right, and then we're gonna just come back with our light shade and color those in. And then once we get this coloring done, all right, let's see, this is gonna be his sleeve, so we need to make sure we get that done, right? And this is his sleeve. And here, so we're gonna color all of this. And this is the light Petunia Pop, one of the new in colors. So we're just gonna come around and get this colored in. And then she's gonna have matching boots, just like her, we're gonna call it her mother. So we don't know. All right, so we're just gonna color them. And then we're going to do her boots. Now, you could always cut these out using the dies if you want, and you can have them whatever color if you don't feel like coloring them, right? And we're going to get that. I think I'm going to come back on these. Now, I think we'll leave hers the same color. Oops, I went out of the lines. Oh, well. All right, there we go. Let me get this right there. Okay, so there we go with that child. Now, this one, if you notice on this one, I colored her in Summer Splash and this in Shy Shamrock. So she's in Shy, boy, that's a mouthful, Shy Shamrock. So I'm gonna color her in Summer Splash. So we're just gonna reverse them. So I'm gonna color the umbrella. I do kind of like the black on the boots. All right, so we're gonna come in with the dark. And again, I'm just gonna do a few little highlights up around the top. I just love this color. These are my colors. The teals, they are my favorite colors. And we'll come down here. Let's bring a little bit more down this way. And we'll come down on this side. And then we'll come up. All right, let's put that there. And then we're going to come in with our lighter shade. Let me turn her around so I can get to the bottom of my umbrella. I hope y'all are enjoying this. Again, I'm not able to see any comments. I'm recording old-fashioned, the old-fashioned way, so bear with me. And I'll respond to everybody's comments by tomorrow, okay? And now we're just gonna color in the umbrella. And this is using the light Summer Splash. I love these colors. They're just my favorite. All these different like greens and teals. And you know, when you're coloring, if you leave a little bit, you know, if you've got some white spots in there, that's okay because that's, you know, that's how it is. All right, so there's that. I think we've got everything colored. Let me move these out of the way. Let's see, do I have everything colored? I think I do. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now is we have this, I've got two pieces of this white. I am going to, let me put my people over here. I am going to, this piece I'm going to stamp on this piece, my sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that in, do I want to do smoky slate or do I want to do gray? I'm trying to think of what color. Smoky slate might be too light. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I got to make some decisions here. Give me a second. I'm going to stamp it on my piece of paper. No, I think I'm going to go with the basic gray. I think I want it a little bit darker. So let me open that. And rinse, wipe this off for just a second. Hang on. I'll be done in about 5 minutes. And I think we might be a few minutes over, but that's all right. Okay, so I've got this in basic gray. And I'm going to stamp this right towards the top here. Okay. And then I'm going to come in. First, I'm going to close this because you know what happens when you leave your ink out, right? And get our fingers in it. All right. I'm going to attach this to this piece here. It's the same size, but I'm just going to leave a little bit like a border at the top. And that gives me a little bit more room to make sure when I put my people on here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down on top of that. And so let's go ahead and get that on here. And then we'll start building our, my glue doesn't want to come out, probably because it's been sitting there. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and put that on here. I tried to not put any at the bottom. So I just want to leave, bear with me, I need to pull this up where I can see it. I just want to leave a little bit, about like that, not much, but just enough to give it like a little bit of a oomph. All right, so we got that, okay? Now we're going to build our card. So we're going to take our girl. Oh, we got to put our grass down first. We can't do that without our grass. So our grass is going to go here. Okay, so I'm going to put that on, put some adhesive on this. And we'll get the grass going. And this is a pretty color. Before you know it, we're going to be doing Easter cards. All right, so we're going to put that grass right here. And I'm going to center it on the paper. All right, get that there. Maybe we'll move it down just a little bit. I think that'll be good. All right, and then I'm going to pop these guys up on dimensionals. And let me find my other pack of dimensionals. I have some. I have the babies. All right, I guess we're going to use the cutouts. Oh, no, those are the babies. Okay, that's fine. We'll use these. All right, so we're going to pop these up on dimensionals. Now this one is going to hang over a little bit, so I'm not going to put one towards the top. I'll just put it like off just a little bit, and then we'll put one here, and then we're going to put some. I'll be cutting these off in just a second here. Put one there, put one here, and we're going to put one right down here. Okay, so let's peel these off. Thumbnail in. All right, and then they peel right off. Or you use take your pick tool. Mine's in the other room, so I will be using my thumb nail. But they come off pretty easily. Do you find these around your house all the time? I do. Every time I turn around, I'm finding dimensional backings. All right, so we're going to put her here. So we're going to have her on the grass, and her umbrella is going to come up a little bit higher, which is fine. And then we're going to put this child there, and they're going to be watching. So we're going to, bear with me, my back is hurting for some reason. All right, so we're going to add some edges. So if you don't use the edges of your dimensionals, you are losing out, people. That you're throwing away money. All right, so we're going to put this on on her boot, and I think that's going to work. Yep, that will go there. And where's my little cut pieces? We'll put some right here, up there, and then I've got two little pieces we'll do on each side. So we'll do one there, and we'll do one right there. Put those over there. All right, and then we're just going to peel these off and put those in the trash. Actually, we're going to put more dimensionals in just a minute, because even though we're popping this one up, we're going to pop the whole thing up too in just a second. So let me get that over there. Make sure all these are off. Okay, so we're going to bring this one in, and I'm going to place this right here so she's not hiding any of the sentiments. put her on or him. I guess it's a girl because she's wearing purple. Now she's a little close. Let's move her over just a little bit. I think I can go right about there without her. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. So we're going to put her there. All right, and then we're going to bring them in, and we're going to add more dimensionals at the bottom and top. And we'll get oh, look, there's one right there. I left one in the corner. So let's put that there. And I just cut off a couple of pieces, so let's do that. And we will be done here in about a minute. This is how we roll. So we use up all of our dimensionals, right? Put this guy in the corner, and then we just need one more. Right there. All right, so pull these little guys off, thumbs down, and then peel them off as we go. All right. Okay, so don't forget, if you place a minimum of $35 order in my online store, and before Sunday or by Sunday evening, then I will send you both of these card kits in the mail. And then you, of course, will have to use your own coloring tools. But I'll punch everything out for you. You'll use your own sentiments as well. And then you can color these as well as much as you like. All right, so there is our other card. Isn't that cute? So we have the Summer Splash, and then I have the Shy Shamrock. So aren't those cute cards? So let me bring the other two in. And again, we've got our envelopes here that we use. I'm gonna push this one up just a little bit. And then we have this one here with our envelope. Let's turn it this way. I'll tuck him under, hang on. So we have room so y'all can see. All right, and then there's our other card. How's that? We good? Let me pull these in. I don't know, there's something on the side of my screen. I don't know if it's my iPad or what, but I can't see the full screen. So I'm just trying to make sure that y'all can see this. All right, so those are the cards that we did this evening. I hope that you've enjoyed this. And again, this is the Umbrella Days that's going to be coming out in our January, I think it's January 5th, new catalog. So thank you everyone for spending your Tuesday evening with me. I greatly appreciate it. And as I mentioned before, if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to work with you. And if you would like a catalog, just leave a comment saying catalog and your email address. And then also, if you place an order, I'll send you out, if you do it before Sunday evening or Sunday, midnight, you will get the card kits mailed to you in the mail. So with that being said, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take advantage of the free shipping. You have it through tomorrow evening at 11:59 Mountain Time. And make sure you take advantage of that on all orders over $75. So if you place an order for that, you'll get free shipping, plus you'll get my kits, and you'll get a free embellishment from me as well. So, all right, everybody, thank you again. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you share this video with your friends and family. I'd greatly appreciate it. The more people I can reach, the happier it makes me to share my love of paper crafting. All right, everyone, have a great evening, and I will see you Friday, which is Fundamental Friday Technique Day, and that will be 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook page of Shall We Stamp. All right, everybody, thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye now.